Cool. Hello, friends. I guess I'll do the introduction. It's your yes, it's your dungeon daddy win. What? No, it's your DM win. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming out to check out. This is what is now session 5 of um the Horde of the Dragon Queen that we are doing. I will be talking with the players and to an extent ignoring chat. So I apologize for any of you who are trying to yell at me or tell me I'm getting a rule wrong or something like that. But it's because of those exact things is why I won't be paying too much attention to chat. So for those of you who are interested, my name and my voice, of course, I am for the win. I'll give you a quick hello. Hello, there I am. That's me in chat. Again, you probably won't see too much of me typing. I have. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing, man? Yeah, we are. This is session 5. These guys. So we have Sheila, Darren DeRise, the Real Mad Hollow, Thorn, and WT. We are. I mean, some of us are streamers, not WT and not Thorn. Okay, and not Mad Hollow. Really, he's a very casual streamer. But Sheila and Darren are a couple of streamers. We've been playing D&D as a group for nearly a year now, with Sheila being a new addition. We have just recently finished as a group. We went through Lost Minds of Fandelver just as a group, as a different 5-person group. And now we have moved over and we thought we would pick up a new campaign. So we are doing Horde of the Dragon Queen. And so I'm going to give a quick update as to what's happened thus far. I'm going to start again kind of from the very beginning and try to give a very Cole's Notes approach to the first little bit, and then give a little more detail into last week's session, and then we will get into this session. Again, I personally don't care, and I think that the players may type in the Twitch chat from time to time, but like I said, for the most part, I won't be paying attention to chat just because I get wrapped up in chat really easily, and it's not fair to the players for me to distract my attention from them, and it's not fair to the chat for me to distract my attention from you guys. So therefore, I just completely ignore you. So basically, what has happened so far is this group of adventurers has been traveling. They've been traveling down the Sword Coast as a group of individuals. They have been looking for some adventure, looking for money, looking for purpose, looking for all kinds of things. As they were kind of taking they had kind of hitched a ride on a cart, each of them individually, to make their way inland from the Sword Coast, and they've made their way past, approaching a town called Greenest. As they approach this town called Greenest, and they noticed that the town was under siege. This siege has been happening from a group of individuals that the adventurers don't really know anything about. The only thing they really know about them is that they wear purple robes, and that they have a band of kobolds attached. Well, not attached to them, but working with a group of kobolds in one way or another. The other thing that they've noticed that is very concerning to the players is that there is an adult blue dragon kind of circling over top of this keep, which is in the center of the town. Upon approaching, they fought their way. There's a map of Greenest now. So upon approaching the town, they fought their way inside, trying to help and assist people from making their way, as people are trying to make their way out of the village, trying to escape to safety and escape from the siege. So they made their way in, hacking and slashing and trying to coming together as kind of this ragtag group of we're all in the shit together, so let's make something out of it. So they made their way into town, fought their way through, and eventually cleared up some of the stuff and made their way in towards the keep. When they got into the keep, they met the governor. The governor asked them to get help, find some assistance to get people out of Greenest. So there was a tunnel. There's a tunnel underneath the keep that was used as like a secret entrance kind of thing that led out towards the river, which is where that purple circle is if you're looking at the Greenest map. The governor he is a dingus. He's not a great guy. So they went down and they opened up the secret passage to let people out. And as they did so, they kind of encountered some more kobolds and some more cultists that were patrolling the area. After dispatching those guys and making their way back in, as a couple of the party members stayed behind to dispatch those guys, the patrol there, the other members of the party made their way back in towards the keep, just to find that the siege had kind of made their way up towards the keep, and had the kobolds and the cultists had brought a battering ram in and were ramming the sally port, which is the big double doors that are defending, that keep the people outside of the keep. So as they fought on two fronts, they fought to defend the sally port, and then they fought to defend the old tunnel. But eventually both of those got sorted out. And now, very wary, as you can see by their hit points, the only hit points that I see that don't line up to what I have is Draxon's hit points. I see Draxon being at 4 HP.
Yeah,
17 hit points.
Finally updated.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. So so you as you can see by the hit points there, I mean they're in various. Nobody is, other than Rack, of course, because he's a Minotaur. Nobody other than Rack is really in anything that you could be called good shape. On top of that, they are exhausted. They've been fighting this siege for hours now. We're on about hour 5 of just of tonight. Rack is hungry, of course. And right now, as it stands, the group is back inside of the keep. They're kind of inside of the circular tower of the keep. As they're back inside the circular tower of the keep. Anernek, who is one of the druids, has been dragged back inside of the keep after falling unconscious and nearly dying. And right now they're having one of their first little moments of reprieve since arriving here in the town. So, as you guys stand, you guys are now inside of the circular tower of the keep. The governor is still kind of there. He's quite upstraught. And yes, it is session 5. Anernek has thrown death saves twice, and pretty much everyone is out of spells. So you guys are currently in the keep. Anernek is back awake. You got the governor has provided you with a healing potion to bring her back up, and the people at this point, I think a majority of the commoners have kind of made their way, the majority of the commoners, I'd say probably 75% of the commoners and that sort of stuff that were being kind of held within this keep have now made their way out through the old tunnel. So what the governor is kind of like pacing back and forth. He's definitely showing signs of stress. the blue dragon is still continuing to circle. There's still sounds of battle all over the city, smoke, the smell of death. Just like there's a certain humidity in the air that as best as you guys can tell is being that it's kind of being put in there by like the humidity in the air is being brought about just from the just from like the sheer amount of sweat and blood and tears and all that, all like that kind of stuff that's just all around you. Like it's sticky, it's smelly, it's just not a good scene.
You said that like 75% of the people are out already, right?
I'd say approximately that. Maybe a little bit less than 75, but I'd say a good 70 anyways, 70%.
Is the governor still here?
He is. Yes. He is like pacing back and forth. He is visibly shaken. He's just not like he doesn't look great.
Is it sad that I'm surprised that the governor's still here?
Not necessarily.
So I'd like to go up to the governor and just say, do you know why this dragon has come to town? Have you done something to offend it, or what caused it to come here?
Uh the governor kind of looks at you and he goes, Jesus, he's like, honestly, I don't know. It's this it's just these things have shown up in the town. All I know is I know very little about this. I mean, it's sure we've had problems with kobolds and that coming into the outer areas of the town, but they've never come. Like they've picked off livestock, they've picked up all the like all those sorts of things. They've bothered farmers, they've stolen crops, but they've never they've never come with any sort of plan realistically.
So what are you looking to do? Are we just trying to get everyone out of the keep? I mean, it's a dragon, and frankly, we're pretty hurt. I would say that your soldiers are pretty tired and pretty hurt. I just want to know what is your plan for your people and this keep at this point.
He's like, well, this is greenest. I mean, this is our fair city. I mean, we can't let this fall. I mean, we still have probably the better part of we probably have a solid 100. Like we stand a solid 100 strong still just within these keep walls, and they're soldiers. And I mean, I know that many of our men are loyal to the city. So I don't know. Like they're not going to be willing to leave.
Sorry to butt in here. So where are you hiding your dragon to fight this dragon? Like, I don't
he,
know if you've noticed, but there's a dragon out there, and you should probably be getting the hell out. We should all be getting the hell out of.
he kind of like he kind of takes like this big resigned like sigh, and he goes, he says, yes, you do make you do make a good point. It says maybe it is best that we look towards leaving. It says I will. Yes, I will get. He kind of turns to one of the other guards that's in there with him, and he goes, I think I think maybe it's time. I think it's time that we abandon Greenest. And the guard just kind of stands there, doesn't say anything. He just kind of nods and turns and walks outside of the keep. Outside of the tower in the keep, just to as if he's going to go and spread the information.
Oh, that was easy.
You know, he's not. I mean, he's dumb, but he's not that dumb. Probably about 10 or 15 minutes pass. You know what? I would even say, like, for those of you that have hit dice, I would say you could probably use them. I don't know how many hit dice people have used so far.
Would you say that we're taking a short rest?
I mean, you're not really taking enough time for a short rest, but I would, you know what, I'll definitely let it happen.
So is the dragon just circling the tower, or is the dragon like coming down below, like getting closer, or is it just kind of flying throughout? Like,
so it's like the dragon is kind of circling amongst the entire keep. Like you've seen it a few times now. You've seen it a few times now, like using its breath weapon to kind of just distribute a bunch of, distribute pain, really, to rain down thunder on either on the ramparts of the keep or just in general. Like it doesn't really seem to have any focus to it. It's really, it's hard to say, but you don't think it's like, you know, you don't like, you would know enough, like all of you would know enough that if something that big really wanted to like raise hell, like it would just be done. Like it would be a situation where the dragon would be like, nope, we ain't fucking around no more, and the entire town would be like just a smoldering mess. So it actually kind of strikes you as odd that this dragon hasn't just like unleashed its full fury.
gotcha.
How high up is this dragon approximately?
That's a really good question. Let me quickly let me just take a quick look. He is, I mean, he's flying anywhere from oh Jesus Christ. He's flying anywhere from like 60 feet above the ramparts. So we've already kind of determined that the ramparts are about 20 or so feet off the ground. So then he's another 60 or he's anywhere from another 60 to 80 feet above that.
And how tall is, like, I guess the main tower?
So the main tower, so just to give you guys some if you just to give you guys some, like, so this level right here, sorry, this right here is approximately 20 or so feet off the ground. Weird. All right, there we go. And then this, I would say that square is anywhere from 20 to 25. Actually, we'll say it's 25. We'll say it's about 25 feet off the ground. And then this guy, which I'll draw a circle on, is about another 25 feet above that. So for purposes of the dragon, so the dragon is about 60 feet above the square, which means that he is about 35 feet above the circle.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then, of course, I mean, he's not stationary by any means, right? Like he's kind of doing circles or figure eights, or it's not really showing any it's not really showing like a set path. It's like, oh man, you know what? I got to make sure I touch all these patrol points. Like, no, it's not doing that.
Maybe let's get these people out of here and then we can think about what we're going to do about this dragon.
Rack just lets out a snort and nods.
Okay, so you guys are going to continue to help move like the last 30% of the commoners and that kind of jazz, and start to get like you can kind of see the guards are starting to, some of the guards are starting to file in. You kind of hear, you can kind of hear a little bit of resignation like coming from them, where they're like, man, like we should be defending this and blah blah blah, we should be fighting, like we're not, there's it's a mixed sentiment as they come. A bunch of them are like, yeah, you know what, like they kind of giving you the idea that's like, okay, that they're with you. They're like, yeah, you know what, this is the right idea. And then there's others that are just like, kind of more on the wanting to stay and fight situation.
Would the dragon be within like hearing range where we could yell to it in Draconic, possibly?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know that you'd necessarily be able to do it from the ground. Like you would have to at least be up on the ramparts or up in the keep tower or something like that. It's especially over the sounds of like the burning buildings and the battles that are still kind of going, and like the siege is very much still happening. It's definitely, it looks like it's showing signs. It looks like it's showing signs to of maybe slowing, in the sense that the town is losing, but at the same time people are getting out alive. So are they really losing?
Okay, yeah, I'm just deciding how much I really want to climb to the top of like the tallest place to talk to a dragon that seems intent on killing everybody. I guess I'll head towards somewhere where I think maybe I could yell at it the next time that it goes past.
Can you yell at it in Draconic? Do you have that?
I do know Draconic.
Oh, okay. Just yelling at. Wait for me. Maybe we can both talk to him.
It's like whale, right?
Something like that.
More. Okay. So yeah. So what is your plan?
So I guess I'm gonna just climb up to the highest tower, and as it comes near the next time, I'll just say like, "Oh, great dragon, what have these people done to deserve your wrath?" Kind of figure out why it's here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Sounds good.
Like fun.
Okay.
Sounds like a suicide mission, but glad to have you.
Okay, so the two of you are headed up top. So I will. So the two of you are headed up towards here. There's Nero.
Maybe like closer to the stairs, though. I don't
Well,
know.
no, of course,
That's
of course.
pretty
Sorry,
fun.
I was just dragging people onto the map for the time being. Where's Uther? There he is. All right,
Trying to
Uther's there.
do stair hide strats.
maybe closer to the stairs, you know.
We're doing the thing from Titanic on the side of the turret.
Oh God. My heart will go on plays softly in the
King of
background.
the world.
Okay. So then Andernek, Draxon, and Rack, what are you guys doing as these two kind of make this decision? You know what? We're gonna go up to the top.
Seeing them go up, and I don't like the party getting too separated, or at least Rack doesn't. Rack's gonna follow them just to see what they're doing. So
Okay. So Rack's going up. Andernek and Draxon, what are you guys gonna do?
This is a really dumb idea, isn't it?
Yes.
It is.
We should probably follow them up, shouldn't we?
We should, but if they are alive, we could also stay down here.
How about we just hang out at the stairs? Just,
Hang out in the tunnel and create or be crowd control, maybe?
You're not there.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We're up here being awesome.
Let's go halfway up the stairs. I'll go first, and if things get hairy, we can back up. I'm not feeling so great myself.
Okay. So you are going to. So I will pull some. I'm just going to pull all of you onto this map, and then you can we'll sort out kind of where you guys are. So you got. Yeah.
Sorry, Andernek would definitely stand behind Rack.
Okay. So then Rack, are you coming, these guys, so to my understanding, and you guys can go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys have, Uther and Nero have kind of climbed all the way up the stairs and are standing on flat on the top of this tower.
I would say Rack kind of he didn't really, just as an interest of following them, he's not all the way out of the stairs yet. So he's kind of maybe his head's peeking out, but that's really about it, I'd say, because he kind of stayed a little bit farther behind them. So I don't know where that would be located on the map. And I'm guessing, Annernek's standing behind me, and then Draxon's probably behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to flip you two because that would be the top of the stairs. This would kind of be the bottom of the stairs. And we just happen to know that Draxon is below the level here. I haven't, let me get through my second year of drafting class, and maybe I'll build some maps in SolidWorks or something. But for now, this is what we got.
That works.
Okay. So then you guys are kind of up here. All right. So I'm just going to kind of put this dude right about there, and there he is. Boop. Hello. So yeah. Okay. So the dragon is currently flying overhead. Let me just quickly roll a little something here to see what he's all about. Okay.
I don't like your shadow dice.
Shadow dice are bad. So you can see the dragon kind of flying. I'll put him here for now, but basically he kind of makes this line, and he comes starting from the north corner, and he just comes down, and you can see as he comes down, following that purple arrow that I've drawn. So he kind of starts, and as he comes down, you just see this his mouth opens up a little bit, and this like blue crackling sparkling electricity just comes, just like kind of starts pouring out of his mouth in this huge like breath, right? So as he makes his way down there, he kind of like just takes a pass at all of the at the guards that are kind of up there. And as he does it, he you see, oof, and you see quite a bit of carnage coming down that wall. So he's kind of made a pass. So this would bring him 95 blah, 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 blah. Okay. So he is like, at this point he is maybe 10 feet above the height that you guys are on right now. Because he has to get closer because he's breathing 25 feet below you. But in the process, you see that as you can kind of, as you can kind of hear as just all this carnage and screams of people as they go by. And I don't know how I would exactly describe it, but you know what? To give you the gist of it, 4 of the soldiers down on the lower level there are completely dead, and another 4 are injured by the breath weapon. So I will roll initiative for him, and then we're just going to act in initiative order. I'm not saying that there needs to be any necessary fighting or whatever you guys want to do. That's up to you, but we will definitely keep it in an order. How about that?
Yes, sir. So would you like us to roll initiative?
Please, sorry. I guess I wasn't fully clear on that. Yes, can I please have initiatives from everyone?
4 plus 1 is 5 for me.
I got 9.
13.
4.
23.
Okay then. Well, Draxon, I mean, you're going to be the first one to act. So you guys have just seen this. He is 10 feet vertical, and currently you wouldn't be able to see him at all because you're still if it's just Rack's head popping out, like, I mean, you're a good solid few feet behind that. Social distancing, you know.
I'm going to use my action to hide.
Makes sense. Yeah. Easy. Go ahead and make a stealth check, and I mean, you could make it with advantage because you're completely obscured from him.
Double 15s.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Okay, yeah, you're hidden. All right, Nero.
I'm gonna ask the dragon. What do you want? Like, what's your deal?
What's the deal?
I'm guessing that was in Draconic, right?
So I can actually, like, as long as it can speak, I can talk into its brain.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, so you're just making like a telepathic connection with it?
I'm making a telepathic connection to ask, what's your deal?
What's your deal?
For some odd reason, I just imagine like a cup with the string attached to it, and then like the dragon's got like another cup against its ear.
Just this like spectral can flies up to its ear with this like weird spectral string.
Yeah.
Okay. He responds, Okay, yeah. So the dragon kind of responds to you. Says the master demands it. Or the master commands it. The master commands it.
I'm gonna turn to Uther, and I'm gonna say to Uther, "Someone's controlling this dragon. We gotta get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, I think you are correct. A dragon is one thing, but someone who controls a dragon is a whole other story.
Well, I think we got what we came for. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Do I have anything left to be able to just start like stumbling down the stairs?
Yeah, no, you can totally you like communicating with it would, I mean, be at maybe, like, I would maybe consider it, because you had to kind of like focus yourself to tunnel into its little brain pan there. I would say that maybe you used a bonus action. So yeah, I mean, you can GTFO all you like.
Catch me, Minotaur. And I start making my way down the stairs.
I just kind of like move out of the way and just let him just do his thing. And
okay,
we gotta leave, guys.
I'll just pull Nero off to the side for now. He is humping his way down the stairs. I will just
I feel like that Nero, as he passed me, he'd be like, "Listen, big guy, you're strong, but you ain't that strong. I'm out."
Time to go. The dragon is going to go. So we're just going to quickly check this. Boop 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 boop. Shadow dice. Okay, the dragon will fly 60 feet to here, and then 5, 10 more feet to there. So the dragon is now over top of you. I mean, he's definitely seen you. He's not making an attack or anything at you. He just kind of flies by. Those of you, I will actually get the 3 of you, the 4 of you that are still there. I'll get all of you guys just to make me a wisdom saving throw.
That's an 8.
I got an 8 as well.
16.
13.
Okay, so the 2 of you with the 8s, you definitely you like find yourself extremely uncomfortable all of a sudden. Like, as this thing flies by, like you kind of felt like before, maybe when you were like closer to the ground, and that kind of stuff, like you were like maybe you kind of underestimated the size of it, or just the sheer presence of it, or that sort of stuff. But like the 2 of you with the 8, you guys are feeling extremely intimidated by this thing right now, and you guys are effectively frightened. You have the frightened condition, which is, let me just make sure I get all the proper. There we go. Excuse me. Right. Frightened 5e. That's what I said. Okay. So, frightened. You have disadvantage on your attack rolls. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to the source. So that is...
Who's all frightened?
Just the 2 8s, Draxon and Rack. Hey, what's up, Tankites? How you doing, dude? Sorry, I promised I wouldn't look at chat, but it's my boy. Okay, so that's him. So then we come to Rack. So Rack, like I said, you are currently frightened.
So I can't willingly go towards him, and I get disadvantage on my attack rolls.
That is correct.
But I
He
can
is
still
current.
move.
You're absolutely allowed to move. You just cannot move closer to him.
So Rack actually knows Draconic, and he's gonna basically start backing down the stairs, kind of like slightly pushing Anarnek out of the way, like almost as if he's pushing her back behind him even further as he's walking down the stairs.
Okay.
And he's gonna yell to the dragon as he's backing out, "Tell your master to stop being a coward and to come and fight me." Draconic, and then he's gonna back down the stairs as I guess follow Nero.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. I will just take you off of the I'll take you off of the thing for now.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Anna definitely would not resist Rack's encouragement and would follow along with him down the stairs. She didn't want to go upstairs to begin with, so
That's fair.
easily convinced.
Okay. Sounds good. So Anarnek, I'll take you off for now. Remove token. Thank you. Uther.
Got to push the wrong button. So seeing as I'm the only one left on top there, I would probably just, as I'm making my way down the stairs, yell out to the dragon of, "Please let these people be, and you can have the keep."
Okay. Okay. And then you're making your way down the stairs?
Yeah, I don't really want to be left alone up here.
I don't want to die. Okay, that sounds fine. And then Draxon, it would wrap around to you. You're currently hiding in the stairs, and you've now seen your friends making their way down.
I'm going to catch up and then pass all of them by dashing and bonus action dashing.
Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so you see Draxon, well, because you are affected by, yeah. So you guys, as you guys are making your way down the stairs and that sort of stuff, you kind of see this tiefling like hauling ass, and he's you've never seen him move quite so fast. I mean, you haven't known him that long, but like this guy is now hauling ass down those stairs as he takes off. Okay, no problem. The dragon continues to circle, and a bunch of the guards are at the point where they're like, "Yep, you know what? Like you now notice that a lot of the guards are now kind of more on board with what you're saying, and they are now pretty much abandoning the keep. I will get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. So as you guys make your way back down,
would there have been any like significant markings on the dragon, like things that we could see that would identify this dragon versus any particular dragons we may see in the future, like, you know, something that we would remember other than it being large and blue and scary?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just kind of like under the on the bottom jaw of this dragon, you notice that like as the dragon, you notice the dragon, like it's a blue dragon, but it kind of had a fairly dark coloring to it. But then the bottom, like a bunch of the scales and that are just kind of, and you find that they're just on the bottom jaw and just kind of starting even down onto the neck area a little bit. The scales were a very, like, were just significantly lighter. They were almost like a light teal color. And it's definitely something that you would have noticed. Now, the two of you who ended up getting affected by the frightened thing, you probably, like, as it flew by, you probably would have, like, maybe been absorbed by your own terror. So you like, the two of you probably would not have picked up on it. But like, especially Uther. Wait, why do I only see 4 saving throws? Wisdom, 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 wisdom.
I was
Anywho.
down the stairs.
Oh yeah, because you were down the stairs. That's right. I forgot. So okay, so then of course, like, you probably wouldn't have picked up on it too much either. But like, Uther and Anarnek for sure would have noticed that, like, the moving on to the neck and like the bottom jaw and that were a significantly lighter shade, and almost, like I said, almost like a teal. It just strikes you as odd. Mm-hmm. Okay. So as you guys as you guys make your way back down, you can kind of see you can kind of see that, like, again, the fear in this area is now it's now like it's a heavy thick layer of fear that is now kind of resting over top of this keep. I mean, you're at the point where these soldiers, who are very much I mean, they're trained soldiers, right? But they're at the point where they are now realizing that there's not a whole lot that they can do to try and stop this. And so it's like a mixture, it's like a mixed feeling of guilt and sorrow and fear and, like, self-preservation and all that sort of stuff, as it all kind of washes over the area.
Can I ask the governor if he's still there, if there's anywhere nearby, like where the kobolds are coming from, or if there's anything in the town that somebody might want?
So the governor lets you know that the kobolds have always kind of come from the northeast a little bit. Like, they've come from further inland. This is where a lot of the farming land is. As you move further in, you're kind of in that real sweet spot between, like, the ocean to the west, and then as you move inland, you're kind of like, Greenest kind of sits in a situation where it's where the land is, it dries out enough that it's just that really, like, it's starting to become really nice farming land and really nice grazing land, and you're kind of in that middle ground sort of thing. So what he said is that what he explains to you, the governor's like, oh well, the kobolds, they always seem to be coming somewhat from the northeast. At least that's the direction we've always seen. But you know, I like I said, they've always come on their own. I've never seen these purple clad occultists coming in with them, and again, there's, you know, like, there seems to be, it almost seems like there's those ones that have the golden trim on them. They almost seem like they're almost in, like, a leadership position or something. Like, you know, like, the guards speak of these of the cultists that are just wearing those ratty purple robes, and they're, you know, they speak very lowly of them, but then all of a sudden there's these ones with the gold pope sashes that that seem to be a lot more formidable and better trained. Almost, they almost seem, you know, like they're trained in magic and that.
But why would a group of cultists want to come here? Is there something here that they might want?
says, honestly, there's no, I mean, other than, you know, like money and that sort of stuff. He
Good
says,
potatoes, yeah, I get it. That's
Yeah,
really
he-
important.
yeah, he says there's, you know, we have no, you know, we have no ancient scriptures to note. We have no, you know, like we
No secret altars to the old gods or anything like that.
say, oh well, there is that altar to Slanesh down there, but that's a completely different system.
As the two of them are talking, Anna's gonna lean over to Rack and say, this guy is obviously an idiot and doesn't know anything. We need to find somebody else.
With her saying that, Rack kind of does like a 360 around the room since he's got the height to do it. Does he notice anyone kind of standing out in any way? Is there anyone else? Like, I mean, the governor wouldn't be standing by himself, right? He would have other people with him, or?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's like some higher ranking. You can tell that there's some guards there. Like a lot of the guards are wearing, you know, pretty ratty armor. I mean, it's still armor. It's still nice armor. But there's a couple of guys there who are. There's one guy in particular that stands out, and he is a. Where the fuck is he? Give me more. Need more information on this goddamn character. Yeah, there's a guy that's standing out as a he's a dwarf, and he's his armor is like particularly well done. He has a really nice shield with kind of like the mark of oh, come on, the goddamn Moradin, the mark of Moradin, or the insignia of Moradin, so you can tell that he is you know, like very much a true dwarf. But his stuff is very very good. His Jesus, his armor looks very nice compared to the rest.
Like he looks like he's seen battle and knows things type of guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, he kind of has this you know, like his hair is tightly braided. His beard is, you know, although sort of knotted and tangled, like it still looks like this guy looks the part of being like a captain of the guard or something like that. Someone who kind of he kind of has more. He looks the sort of guy who has more position than your average Joe Schmo.
If that's the case, Rack's gonna walk over to him and just lean down at him and just ask, "Who are you?"
As you're like basically doubling over to look at this guy, as he's literally half your height. I dig it. This guy.
Well, I mean, I kind of wanted to pick him up, but I mean, I feel like that he would take exception to that.
He probably would. He says he introduces himself as Castellan Escobar, Escobert, Escobar, Castellan Escobar the Red, and he introduces. He says, I'm kind of the de facto captain of the guard, especially in this particular situation. He says, I've been the one who's been training a lot of these young laddies how to fight.
How long have you been here?
He says, well, you know, he says, I've been here probably a handful of fortnights now. You know, it's hard to remember time. You know, it's been a while since I've seen a true battle like this. But he says, back in the, you know, back where I'm back where I come from, I've seen many a battle and managed to survive them all. So I feel like I have a hand up on many.
Anderneck would have definitely walked over there with Rack after asking him that question and seeing him move over that direction.
Yep, absolutely.
I think what my friend here is trying to get at is, do you know any more information than apparently your idiot governor?
He says, well, I can't really say that I have a ton of information on this yet. He says, what I would love is I would love to get my hands on one of those members with the golden sashes there. I think that I'm not sure that the ones with the ratty robes are any more than plebs that are, have kind of just been brought into this thing. And
I get you. Rack, I think he wants to interrogate one.
Um, do you know where any more are?
he says, well, I mean, like you see a few of them making their way about the city. I mean, there's he says that there's we've seen many. We've seen many come and go. I mean, where they are now, again, I think if you walked outside of these keep walls, you would you'd be able to find little clusters, potentially with some here and there.
Let's go on a hunt, yeah?
Tell the others.
Will do. And Interneck's gonna walk over to the rest of the group that's still talking to the guy.
Okay. So yeah, the guard with that, you can see the guard trying, you can see Escobar start to kind of turn, and he's now trying to organize his own men. You kind of see him, he picks up this warhammer in one hand and his shield in the other, and he kind of trudges outside of the tower of the keep, and you can hear him start shouting orders at his men to rout and retreat and to make their way to the tunnel so that they can leave as well.
Is Nero still speaking with the governor?
Probably finished by now. He doesn't seem to know anything.
Fellas, I think Rack and I may have found a possibility. If you want to come with us over.
Sounds like sure, that guy's an idiot. Like, he's got nothing. So what's the plan?
Rack and I were talking to one of the actual men that are involved in battle, and they basically want to interrogate one of them, so I think we need to get our hands on somebody.
We should probably go out through the tunnel, right? Front gate seems a bit much. I don't run so fast. So I think the tunnel comes out still in town, right?
The tunnel comes out So again, if we go to the greenest map, which I'll pull up the greenest map and share it just so that like everyone can see it on their own screen.
I could just watch it on Darren's stream here.
There you go.
As he looks into Uther's mind.
Yeah.
I can see everything. I know who he's talking to.
That's a scary place.
Isn't it though? Especially for an electrician, like oof. Okay, so quickly sharing this map so that everyone gets a fresh one. You want a fresh one? So the old tunnel pops out, right?
This
it
one's worse.
This is just a big gray map.
Really?
I've got a circle that says 5 on mine.
Yeah.
Same
Well,
piece.
man, why did that not? What the feck? Bueller?
It was better just me screen creeping.
Yeah, seriously. That's super weird. All right. If you close that, Darren, does yours actually show up? Why?
Oh, hackers.
Yeah, god damn it.
Just don't do what I did and try to resize it and hope that it works. Now I've just got a gray square with like no borders, and there's like an X button in the middle of it and everything. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's a real pain in the. You know what?
I'll take a clip of Darren's video and then I'll screenshot it and then share it in the Discord.
Unreal. I can't believe that's not sharing properly, dickheads. Anyways, yeah, so it does show up like in town. It kind of shows up on you end up on the southwestern edge of town. What a big like fancy grounds. Why you do this? But yeah, you kind of show up on the southwestern part of the town. So worse is it shows up perfectly. Yeah. So I mean, technically, yes, you are still somewhat in the town. You're just kind of. Yeah. Why you no work, FG? Why?
Well, I mean, I'll go wherever the big one wants to.
I think there was a church. Maybe we could head towards that way and see if we find anything, or if anyone there might know where we can find some of these people.
Someone nabbable. Put him in the bag.
DM question.
Yeah.
With all this time of us being back inside and talking and communicating and all this other stuff, would that have considered been a short rest? The only reason I ask is because I know you said we rolled some of our health dice, but us druids regain wild shape during short rest, so I didn't know.
Yeah. You'd. I mean, like, given the fact that you didn't really engage with the dragon and all that other sort of stuff, I would definitely say that you guys have had the opportunity to have that short rest. Now, I know a bunch of you have already used your health dice, so that's like that we're still considering this the same short rest.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. But yes, in terms of wild shape, yes, you're back in the saddle again, if you will.
So I guess we're going through the tunnel. Asking the rest of you all.
Yeah, I think the tunnel might be the best way out of here.
Yeah, because we definitely only need just one. We don't need like a full horde of them coming at us.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So as you guys
I was just gonna say, Rack starts heading towards the tunnel. Then after just hearing Nero say that, and just hearing Uther say what he said, he's already kind of boldly just moving his way. He doesn't care towards the tunnel.
Okay. So as you guys like make your way towards the tunnel again, there's a bunch of guards in that. You see Escobar come up to you again, and he says, he says, I understand. I mean, really, the way it seems now, it does seem that nearly all is lost. But we he says the guards have informed me of a threat. He says that he's noticed a group of raiders, or a group of raiders, siegers, raiders, that appear to be trying to set fire to the mill. He says the mill, I mean, obviously being made of stone, like flagstone blocks and that sort of stuff, it's not the easiest. Jesus Christ, you guys. He says he says the raiders who are trying to set fire to the mill. He says if the mill, and he kind of like, you can kind of tell that he's like trying to weigh the options in his head all at the same time. He says if we're going to have any chance, if we're going to have any chance of rebuilding Greenest or salvaging this after this siege, I don't know what the kobolds and what these cultists have planned, but I mean, if the raiders, if we do manage to salvage part of the town, but the raiders burn the mill, he says, like, the town will lose its stockpile of flour and the wheat that's there, and he says, I mean, trying to rebuild a mill or something like that, it would take months to do. He says, I'm going to try to take a group of defenders with me, and I'm going to head that direction myself to try and defend it for the rest of the evening. But I mean, that's going to take time for us to ensure that, like, I obviously I need to ensure that the last of us all get out of here. It's, being kind of the captain of the guard, it's very much my responsibility. The people within the city are my responsibility, and therefore I need to make sure that everyone gets out. So he says, I understand that this is not an easy task, or not a light task that I'm going to ask of you, but if you would do us a great service if you would be able to maybe quickly get to the mill and drive away the raiders that are there, before they can fully ignite the mill. You would need to defend it until our forces get there to take over. But I mean, we shouldn't be more than probably, I don't know, depending on how long it takes the people to get out here, I'd say maybe a solid 15 minutes behind you.
So Rack, before he gets there, stops and turns, and he's like, "So, you've got to fight for me?"
He says, yes, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we could find one of those officers there. This could be doing double duty.
Point me in the direction.
He points you, and I was about to draw it on the Greenest map. So he kind of points you to so from the keep, he points you to the southwest. Although he says, he's like, I understand that it's probably well advised that you also leave via the tunnel. We'll hold some people back to allow you to get out. But once you get out of the tunnel, it basically be west, like not due west, but it would be west southwest for you to get down to the mill. And you guys would have remembered it as you guys would have remembered seeing it on your way into town.
Well, then Rack is going to turn around and hit the tunnel again and already start heading towards that direction.
Perfect.
I'll be right behind him.
Okay.
Yep. Let's do it.
I'll definitely be hitting with them as well.
Okay. Okay. So, as you guys are making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past.
No
Your
dragon
home
on
base?
our ass, though.
The dragon just as you make your way back, the dragon continue. You can just see the dragon continuing to circle, every now and then letting off a breath weapon. But as um, the keep has kind of been emptied out, like there's less and less people for him to kind of direct it towards. So you see him just like letting it go up into the air, kind of thing.
Sorry, I was trying to be funny and rhyme. It's
No,
okay.
you're all good. No, you're hey. I'll work with you. I'll work with you. Okay. So as you guys are making your way, towards the mill, you guys come across again. We don't have the greenest map, but it's okay. You guys are making your way towards them, and we are going to go
West?
to the west. And I'm going to bring back another map that you guys should be familiar with. Hopefully that one pops up properly. Okay, that one did pop up properly. Thank God.
It works.
It works. Hooray. I'm just using this as like a battle map just because that's where we're at. So you guys, aka the party, would be over here. And I'll let you guys arrange yourselves as you feel that you would be traveling. Just kind of, yeah, get yourselves organized. Basically, no further forward. You guys are traveling right to left in this particular situation. And I would say that as long as you put yourselves no further forward than Rack, you are good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put myself so far forward.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. It just you actually made a very good. You put yourself in a very good line to be like, hey, that's the forward progress there, right? So just let it be from there. So okay. So if I did that, how genius. How genius. Okay. Okay. So as you guys are making your way, you see off in the distance, you see some kobolds and an ambush drake. This guy, say here. So you guys see these guys, and I'm just gonna roll. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you guys you guys kind of see these guys off in the distance. They're kind of you can see them. You can see that they've just recently like cut down a couple of townsfolk, and are like some of the kobolds are like picking away at like the flesh and that some of the flesh that's on them and all that kind of jazz. So I mean they are aware of you, especially like as you guys kind of come there. You can kind of the ambush drake sort of like perks up and has noticed you. but you guys can tell me what you want to do. If you guys want to engage them, if you just want to turn and run from them, like what you're interested in.
So it's just a bunch of kobolds and one ambush drake?
That is correct. It is 3 kobolds and an ambush drake, and that's all you guys can see.
Maybe they know where one of them are.
I don't know if anybody speaks kobold.
It's draconic.
Oh.
That was actually internet talking to Rack. That wasn't me out of character.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
We'll ask the big one. And I think with that, Rack's going to start making his way downtown there and getting ready to run into that group. So we haven't rolled for initiative, right? We haven't done any of that.
No, you guys are more than welcome to do that, though.
As soon as Rack started to run, Anna would have shifted.
Yeah, makes sense.
I rolled a 14.
7.
5.
Also a 5.
18.
Okay, sounds good. Well, so they're aware of you. You're aware. You are aware of them. Anderneck, you get to act first. I do understand that you guys are quite a distance apart, but I mean, again, even through all this, like you guys would, like it's dark, but there's a decent amount of light being produced just by like the flames of the raised city and that sort of stuff.
Also in Badger form, I have dark vision, but my movement's only 30, so I would use dash to get as far up there as I could, trying to keep pace with.
Okay. Well, yeah. Go ahead. Just show me where you want to go. Show me what you want. What you really, really want. I've locked the tokens, so it'll now be a line.
I gotta make the map bigger.
I understand. No stress. Going right to there?
Yeah, I wanted to go one further, but the map wasn't big enough for me at the time because I'm using my action and bonus action to go 60.
Yeah, no problem. Then you shall go 60. I will make it so.
That would conclude my turn.
Cool. Racky baby.
Yeah, you know how it is. I already dashed the 60, so Rack's already there.
Yep, you got her. Okay, these guys, they clumped interestingly with their initiatives. Kobold number 2. Kobold number 2 is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he has terrible range. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes, you may.
All right. So with sprinting, or I guess a dash action, on the next turn, there's no disadvantage or anything. It's just we just used our turn to move extra than we actually did, right? Or
that is correct. Yep, you're correct.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask. All right, we're good to go.
Cool. The kobold number 1, 10, 20, 30. 30 puts him here. 10, 20, 10, 20, 30. He's not going to go the full 30. He's going to stop there because he sees a really big bull. He's not cool with it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Brings him right up beside his buddy. And then the ambush drake. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. He'll go to there. All right, old man Nero.
Oh man, Nero. How far can I go here? I got a 30. That's what, 6.
Yep.
Is there a,
Boom.
is there a good ruler tool on this thing at all? Or
Oh, just dragging like as though you're moving. You just click from your dude and you just drag it and just tell me that you're just trying to measure.
oh yeah, that's plenty. I got 120, so that should hit up.
Yes, sir.
Can't you like Eldritch Blast him from the keep with the distance on yours?
Yeah, that's what I was trying. Well, this is 100 feet here, so like I could be another 4 squares back.
Yeah, just gonna Eldritch blast him from about 3 towns over.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kobe.
Not like that.
Yeah.
That's a sick 8 right there.
All right, yeah. So Nero does the old fadeaway jumper with the Eldritch blast and pulls a shack and completely airballs that bitch. Traxon, it's your turn. The rogue.
They are much closer now. That works for me. I'm going to bonus action dash.
Okay.
So that'll give me 60 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot him with my short bow.
Okay.
Or I won't. That's an 8.
Yeah, okay. So you you go to shoot him with the short bow. The arrow ends up sailing a little bit over them. Uther, what would you like to do?
Going to move up 30 feet.
Okay.
Ooh, perfect. That puts me right in range. And so I will knock up an arrow on my short bow and take a shot at this ambush drake, because he does not really look like someone I want to have right next to me.
Makes sense.
Does a 21 hit?
21. It does, in fact.
For 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. Yeah, the ambush drake is you kind of see this like arrow stick into the ambush drake as it's like running its way towards you. It kind of stutter steps a little bit, and you can hear a small squeal of pain and in some sort of, well, drakey noises. Drakey noises. God, terrible. I'll come up with better, I promise. Do you have anything else you want to do before
No, that
okay, perfect.
was it.
Anarnek, it is now your turn.
Okay. Internet's gonna go for the closest target. But I only have a movement at 30, so.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's correct, yeah. So you'd be in that square there.
And I will hold my attack until it comes into range.
Sure. Sounds good.
That will be my turn.
All right, Rack.
All right. Rack is going to move there.
Yep.
And he's going to yell out to the ambush drake, because he speaks Draconic as well, right?
The ambush, I don't know if they actually have enough intelligence to understand language. They don't.
Okay.
Like I mean, it's at the point. Okay, sorry, that's a lie. It could understand language, but it probably it doesn't have the intelligence to be able to speak back to you.
So then, in that case, he's gonna shout out in Draconic to the kobolds. Then, show me your master, and then he's gonna try to sink his battle axe into this ambush dragon.
Okay.
With an 18 plus 5, so 23.
23 hits.
For 4 damage.
Okay.
And then gonna whip out his Morning Star and do the same thing.
Right, offhand attack. You got her.
Or not. Hold on.
No, you're all right.
There we go. With a 14 plus 5, so 19.
That hits.
With
Oof.
8 damage.
Jesus. Okay, this thing's starting to look it's starting to look really rough. Like it's, you know, this as you run up to it, battle axe in one hand, Morning Star in the other, you kind of see as you just like come at it with like a 1-2 kind of punch here. And as it's like as you hit it with your battle axe and you kind of knock it off balance a little bit, you can see it start to reel a little bit as just from the power of this blow and just the pain and the feeling as it like, you know, has a big gouge cut into it from this battle axe. And then as it's trying to like regain its equilibrium, this other hand comes down with this huge Morning Star and just cracks it on the other side. It's looking quite rough.
And after shouting that, that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay. Kobold number 2. He's in a really awkward spot. He's going to go engage with Anarnek. And he has his dagger, so he's going to go and drop his dagger on top of her. Well, I was supposed to use a badger. They're, you know, he actually he comes down with his dagger a little bit with a 17 to hit. And you see him like
Definitely hits.
Yeah, you see him slash into Anarnek for 5 points of damage.
Would
Kobold,
I
yes.
be able to hit him now?
Yes. Sorry. Yes. Because you are holding an action until yes. Do your thing.
I have multi-attack in giant badger form, so I will do a bite and a claw swipe at him. Anna's gonna make the best little growl noise she can to try to impress Rack before she attacks.
Nice. This big old
Sorry,
growl.
I was trying to get my dice. 19 to hit with the bite.
Very good. Okay, yeah, you chomp into him.
And that'll be 3 damage with the teeths, and then immediately followed by the claws.
Okay, sounds great.
That'll be 21 to hit.
Jesus, hot dice tonight. Right on, guys. Okay.
She was inspired by Rack.
Nice. Yeah.
Don't worry, Rack's facing the other way, but he can hear everything. He's got big ears.
And that will be 5 points of damage with their claw.
What the fuck? 2d4. Jesus Christ. 2d4 plus 1. Nasty. Okay.
Giant honey badger don't give a shit.
Yeah, like real talk here. Okay. Yeah, so as you like jump up and like bite and claw and like gnash at this thing with a flurry of teeth and claws. It falls to the ground and it falls to the ground dead. Okay. Kobold number 1 is going to just step up to here. So because of pack tactics, he's going to have advantage. And he's going to attack Rack. With a 10, which is going to miss. And that's the higher of the 2 rolls was the 10. Brutal. He's not great. Kobold number 3 is going to jump on board here. Again, pack tactics for advantage. Dagger. You see this thing like stabbing at your calves? A 19 to hit. You feel this like this sudden like bout of heat. The sudden bout of heat is it like as your legs like kind of light up with pain. You take 5 points of damage as this dagger pierces into you. And then the ambush drake. The ambush drake is also has pack tactics. It's going to bite at you for a 13, which again is the higher value, which is miserable. Okay, so he misses. As we move down to Nero. Nero. Nero is going to attack Kobold number 1, and he's going to. I'm going to control Nero just for this round because Nero's Tom is in. He's taking care of his son for the moment, which is completely understandable. So he's going to attempt to Eldritch Blast. Ready? Go, necrotic energy, or not necrotic. Yeah, it's necrotic, isn't it? With a 13. Man, a 13 to hit. Okay, so as you see this necrotic blast come out and blow up this this kobold and push the body 10 feet out of the way. It just comes blasting on through. Nero kind of like sits there and he chuckles. He just kind of chuckles to himself and like, strokes his beard a little bit. He's like, finally. Draxon, it is your turn.
Gonna move forward 30 feet.
Yes, sir. Moving forward 30 feet. Sorry, I need to approve that. There you are.
Going to try and shoot this ambush drake with my short. That's a natural 20.
Oh, at 20.
And because Rack is there and not unconscious, I have sneak attack.
That is correct. Oh, God.
For 16 damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay. And that was with
it
your
a shotgun?
short bow. Yeah.
Sorry.
I wish it was a shotgun.
Pretty much might as well have been a shotgun. So as the ambush drake like reels up and tries to like take a bite down on Rack Rasto there, you see as it's like as its mouth is wide open as it's about to bring its jaws down onto Rack's arm, this arrow comes flying through and actually pierces in through the mouth and then out the back of the neck of this thing as it kind of gets like it reels back from the impact and falls to the ground. Uther, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move forward 30 feet.
Okay.
And then I will say to my companions, remember, we don't want to kill it, we need to ask it some questions. as I shoot it with a short bow.
Okay.
With a 20? Not nat.
Soft 20. Yeah, 20 not nat. That hits.
For 4 damage.
Okay. It's looking bad. It's not looking in good health.
So then I guess I would call out
Yeah.
in Draconic that we don't want to kill you. We need to ask you some questions, so don't make us do anything rash.
Okay. Let me just take a quick look at this thing here. Okay. Annerneck.
Annerneck is going to respond to Uther in badger form because she knows he can understand her, and say the armored guy said he wanted one with the sash, not these little peons. And she's going to attack.
Okay.
Would I actually be able to go behind him so I can get advantage on?
Yes, absolutely.
I will do that. And I'm going to go for a bite first.
Makes sense.
And that'll be a 10 to hit.
That does not hit. As you make your way around it, you can see it's pretty wrapped up with rack at the moment, but you find that you can't quite find a proper opening as you like kind of gnash your teeth as you kind of.
Oh wait,
almost
that was
do
supposed
like
to be advantage. My bad.
Oh, then roll again. Sorry. Roll again. We'll just take the higher.
19.
Okay, well, then,
that
yeah,
was
then-
my fault. That was
No, that's totally fine. No, that's totally cool.
And that would be a whopping 7 damage.
Okay, yeah. So again, you bite this thing and it just like it absolutely drops. You were kind of behind it. It wasn't expecting you, and as you like leap up on top of it, you just like rip and tear into it with your teeth.
Yes, and she's putting on a show for Rack.
Nice.
Blood dripping off her little claws and teeth. That would end my turn, sorry.
Oh, that's totally fine. Okay. So as you guys are continuing, the battle kind of subsides here, and you guys are now you guys are once again the general calm of a battle that's not in full fervor is now upon you. You're approximately halfway. The mill, it's approximately 1,000 feet when you go to go from the old tunnel there to the mill, just for logistical reasons. And I mean, you kind of like cruise your way along here. You'd say that you're likely about halfway there right now. I'm assuming you guys are going to continue to make your way.
Yeah, Rack's gonna after after all the bloodshed, he's going to wipe off his axes and his morning star, and he's going to continue walking forward, headed towards the mill, and probably keep his head on a swivel, looking for any Pope Sash bros, and just keep walking. That was so hard to say. I don't know why.
Cool. Okay. Okay, so yes, you guys continue making your way towards the mill. I'm just gonna quickly check this. Oh, okay. Okay. So as you guys make your way towards Gotcha. So as you guys make your way towards, you're starting to see the mill. You're starting to see the mill up ahead. It's probably still about 150 or 200 feet up ahead of you, and as you make your way across, what are your passive perceptions? Rack is a 10. Neck is a 12.
I have a 15.
Okay, Uther, you would definitely hear this then. You kind of hear like some soft whimpers as you kind of walk past a farmhouse. That's the farmhouse is like, it's like you can see the signs of battle all around it. It hasn't been torched, but it's definitely been like sacked, if you will. It's been like, tossed through and all that sort of stuff. And with your 15 passive perception, you kind of hear you hear the sound of like some whimpering coming from inside.
Who is this? I'm sorry.
I will go and check it out.
Okay, so are you going to let? I mean, like, you guys wouldn't even be on. I mean, we can use it. We can use.
Oh yeah, I guess I would tell everybody that there's like some sort of animal in the house, or it sounds like there's an animal in the house, or a whimpering.
Sure. Yeah, we'll use this house as the house, but I mean, like, the rest of this wouldn't. It wouldn't be there. It's not imperative to this.
Gotcha.
Is this house on fire or anything?
No, it's not on fire. Like it's showing signs of like having kind of been run through. But in terms of like being on fire, no.
Okay, so more like ransacked. Okay, I got you.
It's definitely showing signs of being ransacked.
I follow Uther, who probably pointed at it and was walking towards it, pointing me in the general direction.
So I guess, can I do like a search? Do I need to, open the door to get in, or what do we?
So the door, yeah, sorry, here, I'll just let you guys, here, let me just move you guys over here. Look at this. You go here, you go here. You guys go here, you guys can go here. This guy, I mean, you're probably like hiding in a bush somewhere. So like you guys see that the door is like, it's wide open. The inside is dark. You again, you still now all of you that are close to it can kind of hear it. It just sounds like the sound of whimpering, of just like, yeah, it's just the general sounds of distress.
Just to say, I'm actually going to go AFK real quick. I need to go let the dog out. I'll be right back. Sorry.
No problem.
I would say that Ananex, being in giant badger form, would not attempt to go inside if it sounds like the sounds are distress.
Okay.
So I would probably stay outside with Rack and guard the front door. Keep our eye open for robe wielding.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go in and start searching for what's making noise, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
A dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of like you rummage your way through there, and you and upon like the inside of this house is a mess. It looks like someone has kind of run through it, and just taken anything that they could get their hands on and thrown it on the ground. And open like just tipped over barrels and smashed whatever they could, basically just tossed the entire house, and in one of in one of the back corners, underneath a kind of just like this pile of debris, and like this like hay and feather mattress that's kind of been pulled over to a side. You slowly like reach your hand out and move this mattress off to the side, and you find three children, that are all like hunkered down in a corner, that have kind of like managed to pull this mattress on top of them, and they all kind of gasp and start crying, and start crying a little bit louder as they see this mattress move, and you like looking down at them.
Are they like human children or?
Yep. Yep. Yes, they are humans.
Okay, so I would, as I see them, I'd be like, oh, hi, we're here to help. Can we, do you know where your parents are?
They kind of look at you, and through like sobs, they're like, no, we haven't seen them. um they went outside and they haven't returned. They told us to hide, and so we were hiding, and then these bad things came, so we did whatever we could. We hid in cupboards and under the bed, and now here we are. We don't know where anyone is. We're scared.
Well, let's, I have some friends outside. We can figure out how to help you. Um, if you'd like, but just so you're aware, they're a slightly scary group when you first see them, but they will be friends.
They roll a persuasion check with advantage.
A 19.
Nice.
Very good.
I was
Okay.
about to tell you that I missed Brooks, but I didn't need him.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, they kind of like reluctantly look at you, and with a little bit more coaxing, they kind of calm down a little bit, and finally agree. They're like, okay, 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 let's go. And so they kind of pile up, and the three of them are all like hand in hand in hand, as the three of them like walk out together. They're kind of shaking as they're quite unnerved by everything that's been going on, but they walk outside, and you can kind of see that they tense up a little bit more as they see Rack and Annerneck for the first time. But kind of quickly relax into it.
So I've found. I didn't get your names, but I've found these children, and we need to do something to help them. I guess I didn't know if you guys would know what to do, but I don't necessarily want them to stay here.
Wouldn't they be safest in the keep?
Rack, as big as he is and intimidating, I'm assuming, by the way, that the water skin that I have in my pack has water in it, right? It has a little bit of water in it.
Yes.
He kind of like bends down and doesn't say much and just like offers, I guess, he just holds it out to him to see if like they need a drink or something like that. But he doesn't say much. He just kind of snorts out his nose.
Okay. Okay.
Nero is also going to rattle around in his robes and find some whatever passes for like Werther's originals and like hands them some candy.
Okay, sure. Yeah, like I mean, you would have some sort of like, man, I don't even know. You'd have some
Rock
sort of like,
candy?
yeah, some sort of like dried fruit or something that would pass as like candy kind of thing, and you just kind of like offer them up to them. They seem to take to it quite nicely. They're definitely reluctant to take anything from Rack, as he is a minotaur, of course.
Well, in that case, he just lets out a snuff, stands back up, and then kind of slowly walks away. Not to seem intimidating, but just to kind of like not pull himself out of sight, but kind of get some distance because he gets it. He understands. It's a minotaur. He scares a lot of people.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, totally. Yeah, they kind of like calm down a little bit, and they're now, you can kind of see them like looking around, and you see these kids kind of get like these wide eyes of just like this nervous amazement, just looking at like what was once their home is now just kind of this like, well, I don't know, it's like it's been razed, right? Like it's like the city's been sacked.
So how far would we be from like the church, I guess, if that's where everybody was heading?
The church is in the opposite direction. So again, if you were in the middle, if you were in the keep, the mill is to the west, the church is to the east.
Is there an estimate as to like how far that is? You'd say like a mile, half a mile.
God damn it.
Sorry.
You and your damn freedom units. I'm like, oh, it's a good.
Offer me non-freedom units then. I can judge.
No, you're good.
How many clicks?
Yeah, exactly. How many kilometers? Well, come on. How many feet in a mile? Like legit, right? You guys are about 700 feet from the keep, and then the church is probably another 400 feet from there. So you're looking at 1,100 feet. Terrible units.
Rack kind of just, as he looks over his shoulder, doesn't really obviously do well with children or people, so he just kind of snuffs and then just turns his head back around as he kind of does a little bit of a lookout kind of thing and just making sure no one else is coming.
We could always just take them with us. I don't know who might be able to keep them safer. At least with us, they're away from the big ass dragon. That's not nothing.
That may be the best plan. Kids, stay behind me. If we see trouble, find like a bush to hide in, but we will keep you safe.
Go find the bush that Draxon's hiding in and hide in it with him.
Okay.
Draxon like pops out. I was here the whole time.
You guys can't see me. You guys can't see me. I'm invisible. Okay. So you guys are gonna take. You guys are going to take these kids with you.
I mean, this seems like a bad idea, but I mean, it's really far back to the keep. And I can't
Okay.
imagine that it's actually any safer back at the keep.
Yeah.
Not to mention to go further. Sorry for cutting you off, but not to mention going further than that would probably also come on, that could be 2 or 3, 4 more engagements versus us almost there to where we're at. Could be 2 more engagements if I had to guess. So I'd say, yeah, we take them with us. It's a better advantage, my opinion. That was out of character, by the way.
No, that
Makes sense.
I feel like we're probably a safer bet than the governor in the first place.
Yeah, the governor's an idiot.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. We got a party of what, 8 now? Can take on anything.
It's true. It's true. Just making a couple notes. You have a couple of villagers with group. Perfect.
Before we take off, Anna would have, as soon as the group of commoners came outside, Anna would have burrowed underground to try to quote unquote clean herself off as best as possible to make herself less intimidating to the smaller people.
I mean, a honey badger next to a minotaur.
Yeah, but she's just trying to clean off the blood, and the only way she'd be able to do that is if I burrow.
Okay, fair enough. Also, once she's done with that, something that I said earlier, I don't think it got out, was Rat kind of looks in her direction and goes, "Good job, Changeling. Survive." And then that's about.
Nice.
Okay. Okay.
How many children are in the group?
3.
And how big is the smallest one?
Smallest one is about 6 years old.
Okay, Anna would definitely walk next to that one and try to be as least intimidating as possible.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like these 3 are. Let's see here. You have one that's 11, one that's 7, and one that's 6. There you go. That's what we're doing. So you have a 6-year-old, a 7-year-old, and an 11-year-old, and they're all kind of okay. And Adernek's going to walk with the 6-year-old. Gotcha.
Yep.
Understood. Okay. And then you guys are going to continue towards the mill?
Yeah, Rex already started kind of slightly walking that way, just making sure everybody's in tow behind him.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are probably a couple. You guys are probably, like I said, as you guys get closer, you're probably about 100 feet away from the mill. you guys are probably about 100 feet away from the mill. So I guess, do you want, like, how do you want to approach this?
But as we're on our way to the mill, and you said we were a couple of 100 feet away, do we see anything at all? Do we see any, like, anybody outside? Or
Make me an insight check. Actually, sorry, make me a perception check, and yeah.
11.
19.
Okay, so Rack, like, I mean, you definitely see some people out there. Nero, you'd actually be able to tell exactly. Oh, that's okay. Hold up. You'd be able to figure that out. What's it doing? This is a weird. Okay. So yeah, you'd be able to tell that there are. So you can see 2 cultists and 1 acolyte outside of the mill, like, kind of. You see 2 acolytes and you see 2 cultists and an acolyte outside of the mill. So 2 guys wearing the super ratty robes and 1 guy wearing the kind of the golden trimmed robes. You can also, Nero, you can also make me an insight check.
This is so exciting. 19.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So you can tell that the two cultists and the acolyte, you kind of have it in your head. You feel that it's like they're making a scene, like they're making like a demonstration out of starting the fire. And you get the feeling that this is just for show. Like their actions are just for show. Like you can tell, you can see that there's like a couple small fires burning around the mill kind of thing, but like from where they are and how they're burning and how they've almost been contained a little bit, it just kind of appears to you that the fires that have been set here have like they could probably be extinguished fairly easily.
These guys are not doing this burning the mill thing down properly. I think they're up to something. Seems like these fires are more just for show than anything. I don't quite get what they're going at. Maybe it could be some kind of a trap. On the other hand, there is the one guy that we're gonna bag, so I mean. Have they noticed us?
It doesn't appear so.
So I don't notice them noticing me? All right.
You don't notice them noticing you, noticing them, noticing you, noticing them, noticing you?
Yeah.
Is there any...
Schrodinger's noticing?
Is there any sort of good, like, hiding places or shrubbery around where we could tell the kids to hide?
Shrubbery? Let me get you a map. And we'll see what's around. How about that? I have just the map.
Should
yes.
we get rid of the Encounter 1 map?
Yeah, you can close all of it.
The Dragon Tack map as well?
Yeah.
Or should we keep them? Okay.
No, you can oh, there it is.
Crap. I already got rid of it, sorry.
That's fine. No, you're good.
Yeah, I
You
closed all of them because you said.
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah, you can close all of them. We can work with it. Let me just quickly put a grid on this because grids are important. View. There it is.
So either we can try to sneak our way up, or I could just start licking shots from here. What do you guys think?
Share sheet. Let's see if that works. Does that come up as just a gray square?
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
where's-
it came up.
Yeah, good.
oh, it's like being there.
And
we would be
then
to the very
you guys
right.
are coming in from this side here.
Oh, yeah. There you go. You answered my question.
Perfect. Yeah. You guys are coming in from here. I'm just going to throw you guys there. Please place yourselves. I almost put Nero on there twice. He's using mirror image. Yeah, just go ahead and put yourself kind of again in what sort of order you would be in.
So I would tell the kids to kind of hide down in, like that area where I drew a circle on the bottom right there.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Yeah. They'll they kind of like nod at you and go and rush over and hide.
If you have trouble, call out and I will come back to get you.
Internet would ask Uther, "Do you think I should stay with them?"
That's up to you. It probably isn't a bad plan.
Then she would immediately start following the kids.
Okay.
And, the badger will stay with you to help protect you.
So I'm just gonna put these. I'm gonna put a couple of other friends on the map here. This guy would probably be here, and then you can. Oop, there they are.
I'm gonna kind of lean into Nero and be like, "Which ones can we kill?"
I mean the ones that are looking more shitty, I'd say. I mean that's not really a explanation. The one to the left we could probably keep alive. Does that make sense?
Want me to draw the others' attention?
Eh, I mean we'll probably have to kill a bunch of them. I mean I don't think this is a grab and go situation. Still seems fishy to me. Oh well, do I just start blasting them or what are we doing here?
Well, like I said, Rack already proposed to run in and get their attention. I don't know what anyone else is thinking. I don't know what Uther or Draxon's thinking. If they have anything to say about it at all.
I mean, if we just start crushing them with Eldritch Blast from here, then it'll probably draw them out. Or I'm just shooting wildly into the forest, one of the two.
So Rack looks at Nira and goes, "Okay, fine. We fight from here." He's gonna take like a couple steps forward, but he's just basically gonna like kind of stop like right about there. Sounds good.
Okay.
And then kind of brandish his weapons and kind of make like a wide stance with them and kind of buckle down and just wait.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna shoot the one of them. I'm gonna shoot Cultist 1. Can I do that? Can I shoot Cultist?
Fire a will.
Please hit.
But which one's named Will?
16.
Yes, Sheila. 16 connects.
Take this, Will. 5 damage.
Okay, yeah. So you hit this guy and he gets blasted 10 feet. 5, 10.
That's right, 10 feet.
Boom. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, he gets so he's this like Eldritch Blast goes and hits this guy, and he gets pushed 10 feet back, and you can kind of like as they all are now looking at you, they all kind of like look up at you all together, and they're like, you don't really hear anything, but they of course have now drawn weapons and are fully paying attention to you. We will go ahead and roll initiative.
Minus Anner, correct?
You can go ahead and roll. You're still a part of it. I mean, if you choose to do nothing on your turn, you choose to do nothing on your turn. That's up to you.
13.
5.
I got a 12.
7.
15.
Okay. Perfect. So I have everyone's initiative. We're just going to go set that to that. And you know what, guys? It's just about that time. It's just about midnight Eastern. So I think this is where we will hold it. We have initiative. We are ready to go, and we can figure out what happens at this mill next week.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems to be the time. This is usually about the time that we do it. So this is good. Just another good session. Thank you everyone for coming and being a part of this.
Thank you for DMing.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I was gonna say this has been loads of fun. So thanks to all the viewers out there. Thank you.
I was gonna say, yeah, from the group to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. We're continuously humbled by the number of people who are interested in coming and hanging out with us while we play some D&D, and those of you who are taking interest in our campaign. I hope that you guys get some. Maybe you guys are getting some ideas for your own campaigns, or just enjoying some collaborative storytelling. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much.